Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be playing a 3 plus 2 Blitz game. Let's see how it goes. So my current rating is 2177 and my goal is to reach 2500 by the end of the year. Let's see if I can do it. It's the 4th of February. February. And how many days do I have left? I need to think. Okay, so there's 31 days in. So this is the 34th, 35th 31st day of the year. Yes, I have 330 days to reach 2500. I've dropped a lot on the 2200. I used to be mid 2230, but I lost it. But at the end of the day, I have to lose some to win more. Let's gain some space with a4. I'm thinking about taking on e5, but after captures, man, I don't know. Do I play bishop e6? I want to play bishop e6 immediately, but there's knight g5. It's not easy to say, man, but taking does release the tension. Yeah, okay. I really want to free this bishop, but knight g4, knight g5, sorry. Okay, I'll do it. With knight g5, I'll just play bishop e, bishop d. It's offer a knight trade. The knight is very annoying. Okay. Okay, so I guess I got a trade. I was just about to play bishop f5, but then I realized you just take. So I'll take. Sorry, and then I'll play c6, queen c7, and then I can even trade off. It's much better now for me than what it previously was. Although my opponent is playing quite fast, so they basically have like an extra pawn because they're up a minute, if you want to use that analogy. I'll play rook a d8, double up. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Sorry. My only issue would be if knight d5, there's knight e4, the idea of coming to c5. Yeah. Once I bring my knight here. If they don't want to take the trade, at least. I could play knight d7, but is this pawn really free? If my opponent doesn't play queen g3, he's really free. The normal response would always be to play h5, but my king is here, so I am a bit worried. But with h5, I got a good threat of bishop g4, bishop g4. Expecting queen e3 or wanting to trade off rocks by bishops, but I really don't know who keeps slamming the doors in this house. But okay, it was just so random. Rook a8 and rook a8 d7 and then rook f to d8. Simple play. I'm just trying to get some control, but my opponent allows me to do this. Is there something attached? What is my opponent's plan with backing up the bishop? I guess it's to defend this pawn that was no need to defend. If they push, takes. I pick up a rook. I win a rook. I win an exchange, sorry. But I could take first. Ooh. Takes, push. Nah, just play e6. Just stay calm. Stay calm, like don't fold under pressure. If f3, I play bishop f5. I'll take the double pawns, man. Do I take like this? Take is e3, e6, sorry. You know, I would offer a queen trade, but the queen can always go back. I'll just play knight e5 if the queen goes to e3, and if you capture, I guess you gotta capture now. Takes out of it. Take yeah. I will lose this pawn. It's fine. I can play queen e8 and f6. Somehow defend the position. The immediate. Hey, I spoke too soon. That's a cool way to defend it because you can't really hit it. Queen e2 does hit it though. Maybe b6. Okay, I throw in a check, but now there is bishop block. I can play queen c6. Captures. But I can bring my rook to d8. Queen g5. I do lose the pawn. I do lose this pawn as well after the trade. So a couple of bad decisions, but I will pick up the e5 pawn. So this pawn will be hanging if they capture on a4. Rook d1. I don't think I'm missing anything. Hopefully not. I can pick up, but then there will be rook b1. Some type of x-ray. So I want to go into a pawn in game. Let's do it. I can take control. This pawn will be gone. I'll have to defend though. I have to defend. Unfortunately, I have these bad pawn structure, double pawns in this single pawn island. If you look at it like that, rook a8. Let's pick up. I can play rook a6 actually if rook c1. I should be using a different color arrow. Oh, no, I don't even have to wait. Yeah, I said I don't have to because if they took here, if they play rook c1, I take, and then my bishop is covering this diagonal. Okay, I'll just go back and control this. Okay, so be up a pawn. Interesting. I got a bit lucky. I got a bit fortunate for this game. But I was by no means better. By no means. I was always on the worst end, except in this position. So I'll go into analysis mode. And let me not look at the engine. Not at all. I just have to use my head. Because you don't improve by using the engine. You're just basically doubting yourself. This was a blunder or mistake. Bishop b6. I don't like it. Allows knight g5 and even knight e4 with the idea of, okay, I'm going to use a different color arrow. Maybe not blue, but let's use the red. With knight e4 followed by knight c5, and then I have to retreat my bishop to c8. Basically down in development. I'm undeveloping my pieces. I don't like knight g5. My idea was either bishop d5 and just saying, okay, Take the bishop here. But I didn't see e6 at all. I'm looking at. Oh yeah, you just take. You just take the bishop. After it captures, uh, take g3. No, but then you just take. You can take the fork, but I am sure there has to be something. Is knight g2 takes and captures. These captures, yeah. Bishop takes. Yeah, I don't even know why I doubted myself because I didn't even see this deep. It's 7 moves deep compared to my original move. So it makes no difference. But regardless, Queen e2 was played in this position where 2 moves could have been considered 94 and 95, which I thought I would be worse, or at least slightly worse. Luckily, my opponent played Queen e4 here, and I eliminated this knight, which could have been a real menace in the position. Then my opponent blundered. At least that's what I thought with bishop g3, but they were setting up a trap, which I underestimated until I spent a lot of time here. Wow, 37 to 14, 37 to 14 is 23 seconds. They played queen e3. I'm like, okay, if I capture this e6, my queen's being attacked, my bishop's hanging, I'm up a rook. I will lose the rook and I'll lose a pawn. Where do I move my queen though? Okay, my queen can only move to one place. Queen to d8, because I have to defend this knight. My opponent is attacking my knight. This queen e3 move has quite a deep meaning. Because now you take a check. And the thing is, if I take with the rook, there's bishop g6. If I take with the king, there's queen e6. And then wait, isn't this checkmate? Yeah, man, this is checkmate. Wow. I didn't notice this in the game. It's just instinct to play e6 here, which I feel was the best outcome for me. Takes, and then I played bishop f5, and then I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to take with the e pawn. And after this, yeah, I'm actually losing. My plan was queen e7, but then you can just capture. So I didn't see that at all. I need to work on my visualization. So the best outcome would have been g takes. Whilst I just blunder piece in one move. After queen g5, I do lose the pawn, but there's a lot of counterplay after knight c4, hitting the b2 pawn and hitting the e5 pawn. So it's a bit complicated. So queen d8, wanting to trade queens, and I went into this. This was a nice find, rook a5. Okay, I have a check and put my queen on a really nice square. I said let's go into an endgame, and I took the risk of going into a queen endgame. It's you know what they say, it's harder to win a queen and pawn endgame than to win a rook and pawn endgame. Yeah, queen and pawn endgames are much more difficult. So if I was playing for a draw, I probably should have kept the queens on, but man, this is a blitz game. We don't play for draws here. Especially I was up 10 seconds. So my opponent gave me the pawn. I had this real trick here actually. I was explaining. Rook c1, I can take because this is a blunder because of rook a1, and then as you can see my bishop is blocking the king's escape square. So you have to sacrifice, and I'm just up a bishop. And I'll pick up the pawn next. The rook will have to defend, but then it's a fork. Okay, the rook can defend, but not like that. They would have to go. Oh, they can't even go back because this bishop is doing more than one job at a time. Yeah, so then I just had to pick up the pawns, and this is still. I still have to fight in this position because of my poor pawn structure. Although I do have a nice pawn chain here, this can't be attacked easily at all. If we were to go into a bishop endgame or a rook endgame, of course I'm favoring up a pawn, but my opponent has to make a series of mistakes or even blunders. for me to be able to capitalize and win the game. Okay, so thank you for watching today, and I hope to make this every single day. And I want to look back at it one day and be like, okay, I worked hard every day. So today is the 4th of February 2025. My new rating is 2,183, which makes it, what is that, 317 points away from 2,500 by the 1st of January 2026. Okay, everyone, goodbye.